Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of March 2nd through the 8th. And during that time, we'll have a waxing crescent moon, which is a really good time to kind of buckle down and focus and get some things accomplished. We'll then move into the first quarter moon. That's on the 7th and the 8th there. And that's kind of the opposite. That's where you feel really impulsive and impatient, and your brain can be quite active, really hard to settle down and get anything done. So please keep those moon energies in mind as you move through your week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. Your overall message or energy for this reading is it's time to take action. All right. As I'm shuffling the tarot, I would like to remind you to keep a spiritual journal. Sometimes we don't recognize the patterns that are evolving in our life when it comes to our spiritual experiences. So, keeping track of those things that you learn, like synchronicities, dreams, encounters that you have, maybe sermons or speeches that you're hearing, or things that are just helping you learn. Really good way to kind of look back at some point, as you're evolving and just kind of see where you've been. So, just my little weekly reminder. All right, Pisces, March 2nd through the 8th. All right, it's time to take action. Let's see what you guys have going on for this week. All right, present energy is the Ace of Swords. So, looks like coming in for you has been some sort of mental breakthrough or an aha moment, an idea that you've had. And it's time to take action here with your overall message. So, really think about that for yourself, what that might be. Have you had some sort of kind of a big idea or a new thing that's kind of come to your mind lately? Whatever that is, it's going to be time to take some action on that. Your current situation is the High Priestess. So this could be something that just kind of bubbled up from inside of you, something from your intuition that came to mind, some new idea, something that just kind of out of the blue struck you, and you're kind of wondering, like, where did that come from? So, some people call that the muse. You're kind of in the moment. Something comes to you that you just haven't thought about before. You can't really think of what the catalyst was, but so that's pretty awesome that you've had some sort of idea that you do think is kind of new and novel, which is pretty awesome. At the root of your situation is some sort of drama here with the Five of Wands. So this is kind of some conflict, competition. This can be debate. This doesn't have to be out and out fighting. Sometimes this is just friendly debate, but this is kind of just tossing back and forth of words, either with a group or just with someone else in your life. Just good discussions. And maybe this idea was born out of this discussion. That you've had some sort of solution or something come up. In your recent past is the Queen of Cups. So you're coming at this from kind of just a really good you're very emotionally stable as you move into this period, and that is here in your recent past. What is on your mind this week is the King of Wands. And, I've had a lot of royalty cards come out in the readings this week. So let's see if that continues. But on your mind this week is kind of, asking what drives you, what is your passion, and kind of having a knowledge about something there. So arising out of this debate is some big idea that's come to you. And, maybe you're in the realm of collecting the knowledge about this big idea. It's something that's kind of lit a fire under you, and you're wanting to take action. But as you're getting ready to do that, you're gathering information and kind of gathering knowledge on that. What is just ahead of you is the King of Cups. So, wow, I'm going to say this again. When it comes to these royalty cards, I was telling another sign, I can't remember, I think Sagittarius had a bunch of royalty cards, and maybe also Capricorn. So if you're a cross watcher, or if you have people with those signs in their placements, you may want to look at those readings, because also I will say this too, that there's a lot of astrology things that are going on in the month of March. So there seems to be big movements, and these, a lot of times royalty can represent people around you, but to me it's people around you that are influencing you, but it's also your influence and things that you're learning too. So King of Cups is, you're moving from this area of being kind of uh, that nurturing understanding about emotions into really being super knowledgeable. And did you make that transformation here because of something you've learned or some big idea or something that's been presented to you that made you, it just kind of kicked your emotional knowledge up into the higher, like into a higher realm, something you've had kind of just a moment where you've had a realization about that. So that's very interesting there. In your advice position is the Knight of Swords. So you need to move quickly on this. Whatever this idea that's come to you, and again, if it's come to you from from your intuition, it's just kind of, again, we're not sure exactly what the catalyst or it just came to you. It's just like almost like came to you in a dream, came to you quickly. So you need to act quickly on it. And that to me speaks of, there's kind of a concept that goes around that there's a time, um like when the universe is ready, when the world is ready for an idea, the idea will come, and it will come to many, and it will, will you be the one that takes action on it or someone else? Because if you don't, someone else will. This idea, when ideas come like this into the world, it's not just coming to one person. Many times it comes to several people, but only certain people will have the ability and the drive to take action on that. So this is telling you, you do need to take action on it, or if you don't, someone else will. So, um, you know, expedience is, whatever this idea is for you, you need to go ahead and start putting things into motion for it to take place. What's beyond your control this week is a little bit of, this is sometimes the card of just feeling dissatisfied, but here comes this cup into you, and it's like you don't want that. Whatever this emotional thing is for you, and it's beyond your control for you not to. And this, I'm almost getting the feeling of like, almost like someone is coming to you and kind of offering this to you, but you're like, no, I'm too focused on this thing that I'm working on to deal with this right now. So think about that. Sometimes it's just not a good time for kind of a new emotional thing to come to you because you're just busy working on something. So that's kind of the feeling I get with that card this week. What is your secret desire or what you're trying to avoid? Well, your secret desire is that you would give birth to this thing. Here's our Empress. This is our card of creativity and really manifesting, really manifesting to the point where, this could be our card of pregnancy. And like I said, it could be actual pregnancy, but it could also just be birthing a new idea. That you're going to just put the time and energy into, whatever this idea that you've had, and that you would bring it to fruition. So that in the position here, it's your secret desire or what you're trying to avoid. That's your big question this week is, do you want to put the time and energy involved into birthing this idea and bringing it to fruition, or do you not? That's your big question. You need to answer that for yourself there. In your outcome position is the Knight of Wands. So again, these are action cards. Look at the royalty again in this reading. So we've got the knights here where you're surrounded by kings and queens. Um, the high priestess. There's a lot of these are really big elements. And this to me is it's a big idea. It's time for you to take action. I think you're questioning that. You're questioning, and it could be not that you're questioning should you take action. You're questioning, do you have the ability to take the action? Do you have the emotional fortitude to take action on this? Or is this um is this something that you can be passionate about over time? What is being hidden from you this week? Wow. Someone else had the same card hidden. Tarot is so interesting sometimes week to week to me. I'm learning as I'm doing these collective readings. It's teaching me as well. Um, what you are avoiding is seeking anyone else's counsel this week. You're doing this on your own. These are your thoughts. This is your idea, and you're not really sharing this with anybody. I don't see anybody in here that this is all work that you're doing, that you're thinking to yourself inside your own mind. and you're not really sharing that with anyone. So that's very interesting. And I feel like these are your action cards. It's you have to take action on this. Your overall energy says that it is time to take action. So whatever this idea is for you, I'm going to say everything points to yes, go ahead and start taking action on this. Get your ducks in a row because it's time to do it. So whatever that is for you, I wish you luck with it. Final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Accept disappointments gracefully. Interesting. And keep moving. I feel like that's what that's saying is there's probably going to be roadblocks and things in the way. You're probably going to have some moments of disappointment here. Accept it gracefully and don't linger in it. Brush it off and move on. I really think that's the kind of the crux of this reading is just really push forward with this action. We've got both of these action cards here, in your advice and your outcome positions. Action is definitely required. That's the big word for this reading is you have to take action on this. So Pisces, I really appreciate your time here with me today. I do hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use. I'm very curious now, of course, to know, what kind of ideas are you having? What things are you needing to take action on? If you're comfortable sharing, of course, please drop me a message down below. I would love to know. That helps me help you just to kind of know what you guys are going through out there. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week. We'll see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please like and subscribe to my channel. It does help me and it helps you find me next week. So I would really appreciate that. So thanks again, Pisces. Good luck with this situation and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.